Like I said, I don't know what the truth is and what's not the truth. About this situation. But I do know one thing for sure, and two things for certain. I'm pretty sure Akademiks is just a now. Is he talented? Yeah. As far as just looking into a camera, talking about topics, 1,000 words per minute. Bashing and slashing and harassing. Some people really enjoy that. There has to be a king of the trolls, right? There has to be a king of the liars, right? There has to be a king of the clowns, a king of the busters. But this was sent in, so let's hear what this is.
And to keep it real, if you think about it in the bigger scheme of things, there's not much difference between a 20 or a 17 or a 21 and a 17. Just kind of mean one's a minor and one's not a minor. But I will say, listen, I adopted this rule, which I think it was fine. I said, listen, man, as long as a chick got a college ID, she's getting f***ed. I don't care if she's 17. I don't care if she's 17 and a half. I don't care if she just turned 17. She's going to get this dick. And to keep it real, if you think about it in the bigger scheme of things, there's not much difference between a 20 or a 17 or a 21 and a 17. Just kind of mean one's a minor and one's not a minor. But I will say, listen, I adopted this rule, which I think it was fine. I said, listen, man, as long as a chick got a college ID, she's getting f***ed. I don't care if she's 17. I don't care if she's 17 and a half. I don't care if she just turned 17. She's going to get this dick. And to keep it real, if you think about it in the bigger scheme of things, there's not much difference between a 20 or a 17 or a 21 and a 17.
Gotta address the riders out here. I know what you're gonna say. That don't mean anything. It does. Because if it's somebody that you don't really fuck with or you kind of don't like a little bit, you might not even need to hear them say some shit like that. That ain't AI. That's his voice. That's him saying that, right? Some of y'all probably done slandered and bullied and bashed and destroyed motherfuckers for shit you ain't even heard them say, for rumors. But look at all the shit surrounding Akademiks. So you get the words matching with actions and scenarios and the characters. And this shit running around with them skinny ass legs and that long ass neck, and we can't be like, hey, is that a giraffe? Because motherfuckers out here with lip gloss on riding as hard as they can. You motherfuckers ain't going to the Kentucky Derby, nigga. You motherfuckers ain't gonna never meet Jack Harlow. Maybe me neither. But at least my crotch ain't hurting. So this is his words. This is what he's saying, right?
And to keep it real, if you think about it in the bigger scheme
nigga.
of things, there's not much difference between a 20 or a 17 or a 21 and a 17.
My mind's telling me no. But my body's telling me yeah. the OG. Big Kells, the big homie, behind the wall, locked down. Think what Kelly got a 30? A 30 burger. Maximum security prison. Holding the phone down. Can't nobody sing better than him in the yard. Some of y'all ain't know this. But y'all think that Akademiks start doing the war in Chirac like out of nowhere, that he ain't know about Chicago? R. Kelly used to watch that nigga when he was little. I got that from Inside People. So yeah, we get thousands of views on YouTube and all that. We lit on Twitch. I got inside connections to nigga. R. Kelly used to watch this little nigga. Used to take him to McDonald's. Let him sit on his lap while he ate the Big Mac. That's how he fucked up going to Wendy's. R. Kelly in the pen like, fuck that boy going to Wendy's for. He want to get a run in them streets like me? McDonald. Young dumb mother. That's not me saying. That's what R. Kelly would have been saying. This nigga Akademiks is a beast. He learned 2 top OG niggas in the game. Pinocchio, his lying ass, couldn't even help but let her just out of breath, nose growing, sweating. And R. Kelly. Imagine if you was learning like jujitsu or some shit like that, nigga. Some shit like comparable. But more like how to be a liar and a buster. And your 2 senseis is R. Kelly, who make the greatest music ever, but it is what it is. And Pinocchio. Yeah, that's a bad combination, boy. Imagine motherfucking R. Kelly and Pinocchio as your parents, giving you all the game. Y'all better pay attention to Akademiks, gang. Y'all better pay attention. Nah, no, that like you know shit like that is fucking like comedic fodder. I feel like that was I feel like that sentence fit. Comedic fodder, right? But you hear how he talk? If this is your king and this is your leader, then everybody that fall under him and behind him is going to be on that type of time or worse. Every single one of them. So, let me break it down to y'all in a real way, right? Check it. Remember yesterday, right? How I was playing the shit with the girl screaming from rape or kick out or whatever the fuck, whatever weapon. Now, he telling the truth, right? If he's telling the truth, it's gonna be hard to know he telling the truth if he done told so many lies. So something is wrong. Why we gotta take his word for everything? The nigga seem to be entangled with shit like this at a consistent clip, and it's even in his fucking words and actions and everything. So listen to whatever this is in the background and listen to what he's saying. It just match.
And to keep it real, if you think about it in the bigger scheme of things, there's not much difference between a 20 or a 17 or a 21 and a 17. Just kind of mean one's a minor and one's not a minor. But I will say, listen, I adopted this rule, which I think it was fine. I said, listen, man, as long as a chick got a college ID, she's getting f***ed. I don't care if she's 17. I don't care if she's 17 and a half. I don't care if she just turned 17. She's going to get this dick. And to keep it real, if you think about it in the bigger scheme of things, there's not much difference between a 20 or a 17 or a 21 and a 17. Just kind of mean one's a minor and one's not a minor. But I will say, listen, I adopted this rule, which I think it was fine. I said, listen, man, as long as a chick...
So yesterday when we was watching that video and hearing that, a lot of people will automatically jump to the conclusion that the worst case scenario is happening, right? But do you ever pay attention that a lot of times when it's a person and you jump to the worst case scenario with them, it's usually because they be hanging around the worst case scenarios? They might have 4 or 5 worst case scenario situations going on. Now and then. The one thing I learned over my time running the streets is that my bad niggas is my bad niggas. Yo, how you gonna bring a shicey nigga around? Yo, my bad, my nigga. I ain't even. This why we be needing motherfuckers to come out and admit shit sometimes. We gonna come up with pathways to innocence for DJ Akademiks. With all the lies, we gonna figure out how could he be innocent. We going off his words, right? Most of this is all his words. So these right here, we gonna call them, right? The pathways to innocence. But boo, we don't even know if he raped anybody. Let me give you niggas a heads up about the way the shit work. Cause a lot of you motherfuckers, y'all just be told, y'all don't even know how shit work. Hey man, you ain't allowed to be right there on the spot when niggas decide to rape niggas. Whether it's your mans or your homies or not. You ain't allowed to just be like, oh, y'all about to rape this bitch? I'm out, yo, y'all wildin', so I'll see y'all niggas tomorrow. I see y'all next week. Yeah, you ain't allowed to do that, gang. That's not something that you allowed to do. Cause the police said you ain't allowed to do that. But, cause he said he a real nigga, where we come from, in the streets, how often do real niggas just sit around like and talk to they mans who might be about that type shit, who might be on that type of time? Maybe I'm out the loop. I miss those conversations like dudes sitting in the crib like, yeah, man, I'm gonna get that pussy one way or the other, my nigga. But if I gotta force the bitch, coerce her in an alcoholic manner, like make her feel uncomfortable, like whatever I got, like if I gotta tell her that if she don't do this, I'm gonna kill her, but I ain't gonna kill her or really hurt her. Like, I don't know if those type of I mean, and I'm not saying that's what I'm saying is that his mindset, his words, his actions, the scenarios that he find himself in. Boo, how you gonna say it's his mindset? Well, let me wake y'all up to something, right? Your words, your actions, the characters, that is your fucking mindset. That's the way the shit work. Most of the people that fuck with academics, it's gonna be a reason. They might be trying to be in the media space, get opportunities and connections, and feel like, hey man, I don't want to risk it. Gotta leave it up to the low budget, broke motherfuckers like me. But I love it. Or motherfucker on that same type of time. You think just like them. Some shit just true. I don't know. Yo. It'd be like, hey man, how often do you just wake up and call up your homie Elon Musk or Bill? Like how often you do that and just hang? Birds of a feather flock together. That just ain't that you ain't. Elon ain't think about getting up in the morning and just calling up the person that make him the most uncomfortable on earth. You don't even want to do that. Yo, let me call up these dudes that might want to kill me and have them come over the crib, yo. Let me call up these haywire niggas, because I'm a real nigga. They don't even respect me. They might just fuck with a chick that I brought to the crib, like maybe rape her, maybe just fuck her, like just my chick 2 years running, like don't even tell me, just like. He 32 years old. In that video where he talking about that, he not 21 years old, right? He 32 years old.
Got a college, and to keep it.
It's a mindset. This nigga's so delusional, he don't even know what he's saying. But there's some people that believe every fucking thing he say. Because this is not a 21-year-old or a 17-year-old talking about what the fuck 21 and 17-year-olds should be or whatever, right? Because there are laws in place that says particular things. They're also like parents and shit, like some motherfuckers might not want their 17-year-old son fucking with a chick that's 21. Depending on where their life is at. Maybe you thinking about some 17-year-old girls you know or knew. But hey, because we gotta, you know what, Hub? We gotta have the proper breakdown. So he 32 years old talking like this.
And to keep it real, if you think about it in the bigger scheme of things,
Niggas said in the bigger scheme. Yo, bro, this why, yo, the world is wild. Think about all the shit you heard a motherfucker say in the bigger scheme of things for. Surviving Big Act, gang. This shit real. Nah, yo, gang, this shit real, gang. Your man out here going hammer time. Look how he talking.
there's not much difference between a 20 or a 17 or a 21 and a 17. Just kind of mean one's a minor and one's not a minor. But I will say, listen, I adopted this rule, which I think it was fine. I said, listen, man, as long as the chick got a college ID, she's getting f***ed. I don't care if she's 17. I don't care if she's 17 and a half. I don't care if she just turned 17. She's going to get this dick. And to keep it real, if you think about it in the bigger scheme of things, there's not much difference between a 20 or a 17 or a 21 and a 17. Just kind of...
Nah, bro. This shit much realer than you think, gang. Sometimes we don't know people's actions, bro. Right? Sometimes we don't really got no evidence. Like, we can't pinpoint the shit. Yo, you know how when you know a motherfucker stole some shit? You ain't got no evidence. You ain't seen them. But you know they stole it. It's a reason why you know that. Yesterday, we didn't have this video. This video got sent to me today, right? With him talking that. Not realizing that, nigga, we know you 30-something years old, like, damn, the way you talking, they raid your crib, they might find CP3. Child Pork. The album. Photo. Nah, I'm fucking with y'all, right? I don't think so. But what I'm saying is that when you got a certain reputation, right? So we gonna, like we was doing yesterday, let's just play this in the background. So when we first heard this, we don't need much information. Okay, they saying this a kick out. When we first heard this, we thought the worst because you that type of nigga. It go together.
And to keep it real, if you think about it in the bigger scheme of things, there's not much difference between a 20 or a 17 or a 21 and a 17. Just kind of mean one's a minor and one's not a minor. But I will say, listen, I adopted this rule, which I think it was fine. I said, listen, man, as long as the chick got a college ID, she's getting f***ed. I don't care if she's 17. I don't care if she's 17 and a half. I don't care if she just turned 17. She's going to get this dick. And to keep it real, if you think about it in the bigger scheme of things, there's not much difference between a 20 or a 17 or a 21 and a 17. Just kind of mean one's a minor and one's not a minor. But I will say, listen, I adopted this rule, which I think it was fine. I said,
I adopted this rule. You not 21, nigga. You 32. What rule did you adopt? 17 and a half? Can I break something down to y'all why niggas be saying that's weird? Maybe, cause he say he a real nigga. So look. What's the difference between 17 and a half and not 17 and a half? What is it, 365 days in a year? What's half of that? Let's just say this. So if she's 17 and 150 days old, no way. But if she's 17 and 200 days old, hey. No, you'll fuck her if she was 16 or 15. If she just was developed like if in your eyes like a woman, if she was developed, you do it. You know how we know that? Because you putting age on it. You not putting her development on it. Where she at mentally? If she even ready for all you about to present to her. You're not factoring this in. You going purely off looks. But since you can't really say that, you got to pull that bitch and toe the line. Okay, if I shoot from here, this a three-pointer. Okay, let me get the ball. Yeah, let her be 17. Yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie, gang. Yo, if she's 17, 175 days old, I call her, let her know, yo, pull up tomorrow, because then she be 17 and... So when you find yourself in all these different scenarios and situations, because remember, he said he a real nigga. Real nigga shit right here. Hey, yo, all y'all real niggas out there holding it down in the world. Here y'all go.
And to keep it real, if you think about it in the bigger scheme of things, there's not much difference between a 20 or a 17 or a 21 and a 17. Just kind of mean one's a minor and one's not a minor. But I will say, listen, I adopted this rule, which I think was fine. I said, listen, man, as long as a chick got a college ID, she's getting I don't care if she's 17.
So y'all can get
I don't
the
care if she's 17 and a half. I don't care if she just turned 17. She's going to get this dick. And to keep it real, if you think about it in the bigger scheme of things, there's not much difference between a 20 or a 17 or a 21 and a 17. Just kind of mean one's a minor and one's not a minor. But I will say, listen, I adopted this rule, which I think was fine. I said, listen, man, as long as a chick got a college ID, she's getting I don't care if she's 17. I don't care if she's 17 and a half. I don't care if she just turned 17. She's going to get this dick. And to keep it real, if you think about it in the bigger scheme of things, there's not much difference between a 20 or a 17 or a 21 and a 17. Just kind of mean one's a minor and one's not a minor. But I will say, listen, I adopted this rule, which
a lot of eyes in there. I adopted this rule.
I think it was fine. I said, listen, man, as long as a chick got a college ID, she's getting I don't care if she's 17.
I don't care.
17. I don't care if she's...
I don't care.
17 and a half. I don't care.
I don't care. And see, I know my limitations. I'm a special ed nigga. I can't even really count or put numbers together that good. Some niggas don't deserve to be out here trying to tweak the days. Like, yo, can I get away with this or can I not get away with this? Like, especially you got millions of dollars. You ain't just looking for whoever looking for you. They say sometimes dudes is really looking for somebody they could take advantage of and victimize. So when we hear all these stories, and remember this chick, he's saying that she sent naked pictures of him to Whack 100, Troy Ave, Adam 22, Saucy Santana, and Will Smith? And we found out that R. Kelly used to watch him when he was little. This nigga R. Kelly was his god uncle. R. Kelly was his god uncle though. And how long we knew this?
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with y'all? You niggas are crazy.
How many of y'all who on this stream knew R. Kelly was this nigga god uncle? Y'all niggas got to be kidding me, gang.
The urban black female has been known to hunt her prey in the most vicious and mysterious ways, savagely stalking unsuspecting males through the cityscape.
Sometimes that shit applies. But you got some wild, weird, crazy niggas out here that just want to attack and victimize the female species in general. And before this even happened, that's the type shit that everybody was saying about Akademiks. And it's pretty clear that the dudes who kind of pretend they fuck with him is trying to utilize him to come up. Like the fat nigga that sit in front of the class and do all his work and be kissing the teacher ass and telling on niggas and what niggas got going on in the school. And you like, man, this fucking fat, out of breath, sweaty nigga. This nigga just be wanting me to come over and play Nintendo with this nigga, man. Like, this nigga might help me pass this year. This him. And you know what that dude always wants you to do, right? Hey, you think you could hook me up with some girls? And you know what he do when you hook him up with the girl, right? Do some weird shit like come in the room after he lathered himself up with caramel and paprika. Don't give him no money and no clout. So as we travel down this road, now we learned. He learned from the best of them, nigga. R. Kelly and Pinocchio. And he adopted new rules. He said it. That he feel is okay and he rocking with them. For 21-year-olds to deal with 17-and-a-half-year-olds. Or straight 17. Well, he said 17. It is what it is. Fuck, he gonna know the difference in the days. But he 32. And he got mad spooky McDookie shit going on around him at all times. They got me feeling like Akademiks. She wanna go home, but I ain't finished. She say no more drink, but I feel like she ain't reach her limit. No limit. Nigga think he mad? What? And it's 2024. I'm supposed to really handle it like this. I'm poor. He not. He out here running a take advantage house. I'm the only motherfucker getting taken advantage of. I'm just hating. I just made all this shit up. Struggling, thirsty content creator. I really made AI say this, I think. Like, this not him. I put this together. Look.
And to keep it real, if you think about it in the bigger scheme of things, there's not much difference between a 20 or a 17 or a 21 and a 17. Just kind of mean one's a minor and one's not a minor. But I will say, listen, I adopted this rule, which I think it was fine.
Yeah, I just had AI say that in his voice. Thought I'd keep it real with y'all. And I really just gave a low budget crackhead $10 to start yelling while I clipped this part of the video. And well, then he walk in and say nigga and look over there. But then, because remember, he said that this was when he was kicking her out. Like, that's what I really wanted to know. Like, because I'm poor and he lit. Do they got, like, a service for rich niggas that's lit? Like if you want to kick your girl out the crib. Like, you don't like how the particular bitch your lit rich ass is dealing with acting right now. You like, oh, okay, what's the, okay, boom. Like, 1-800 kick that bitch out. If you're rich, just call up us and we'll throw her in the ditch. Well, I don't know. You know how they got the jingles for different, like, you know, lawyers and shit. Like, because look how he handling the kick out shit. He said it's a kick out. I mean, he lit. I don't know, but I'll say dumb. Maybe I'd have been nervous. I'd have been like, hey, yo, that shit sound crazy. I know, because it's loud. Like, yo, man, this bitch getting kicked out. Matter of fact, let me bring the camera with me, show y'all this bitch getting kicked out. Like, she wildin'. You mad enough to get, like, this motherfucker came in there and cut the camera off like it was an A1 felony taking place in his house. And yeah, I could be wrong about that. Maybe whatever he's saying was true, but this nigga been lying so much, and it's so much like spooky McDookie shit around him. Like, you don't know. But some shit got to be questioned. Everybody ain't gonna like how I feel to like how they crotch hurting. So I can't really say I made this one up. I ain't make none of this shit up. I'm just really going along with what the fuck been going along. And I know he be going super hard on niggas, like on Puff. Nigga been investigate all type of shit.